There's my little girl. You have to wash your hands before you pick her up.
So you're ready to switch?
Well, I'll let you hold her. I won't be selfish.
Unlike me.
Look at this. Except the light's wrong, but I'm sorry. I'm just going to look pale today. Anyways, hello, and welcome to Naturally Kim's Knitting. I'm Kim, and this is a podcast where I talk about knitting, and some spinning, and sometimes dyeing of yarn, and just family and chatting all around. I think my kitty cat's thinking about coming up and joining me. You're not going to, Heather? Anyways, I do all of this from outside of Lima, Ohio, where I live with my beautiful, handsome husband, Randy, who, even though he says he's a Scrooge, I know he's not. Just a minute. Lighting's a little bit better. Anyways, I live here with my very handsome, wonderful husband, Randy, my puppy dog, Ginger, my kitty cat, Heather, my very nice, wonderful father-in-law, Ronald, and his cat, Tommy. So anyways, today is November 25th, 2022. This is the day after Thanksgiving in the USA. It's also Black Friday. No, I didn't have to go out. We actually finished our shopping. Oh, I still have one gift to buy, and that's for my little Lee, who's in heaven. I always buy him something from World Wildlife Fund because, oh, that didn't work. I thought I would change my, there we go, okay. I always buy him something from World Wildlife Fund to help us, an animal who is on the verge of extinction or those who are. I think I'm going to have to get a frog this year. There are, so many of the frogs are dying off for one reason or another. I'm not going to get into that here. Anyways, you can find me online, on YouTube, Blogger, and WordPress, Facebook as Naturally Kim's Knitting, and on Ravelry as NapiersKnits. And then we have a podcast group called, guess what? Naturally Kim's Knitting Podcast Group. Oh my! And on Instagram, I'm knitting_Kim. I'm getting on Instagram a little bit more than I was. So, yeah, it's good. I am also an affiliate with 4 different yarny companies. They do other things too. But first is Knit Picks. They're having 25% off of everything site-wide with the code CARTFULL25. They've been having wonderful sales. I'm just at a place right now where I'm trying to figure out what to do with the yarn I have. I've not acquired more, but it seems that it's been hiding in certain places, and now it's popping up. So now I'm figuring out projects for all the yarn I have. Anyways, but they're having, and then 40% off of all their books. They shouldn't tell me that. I'm a big pattern. I'm a patternholic. That's what I am. I just went to, I don't know how you say it. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong. Aran, ARAN.com, because I saw an ad for their for AranYarn.com. And so I went there, and they had all these, I think they're called classic patterns. Didn't matter to me. If I like them and if I'll wear them. Well, they were free. I took them. And I don't know how many I've got, but you know what? If it's a little old-fashioned, it's probably right in style with me because, you know, I'm not a spring chicken anymore. Let's put it that way. Anyways, Knit Picks also has 20% off of all Alpaca Cloud, and then they still have the Build Your Own Value Packs. One of these days I'm going to have to do probably. The next sweater I make, I may have to buy a value pack. Michaels, this is another one of my affiliates. Oh, I love Michaels things. They're having Christmas at Michaels, up to 70% off of their Christmas shop. This is decorations, ribbons, all that kind of thing. They have hall wall frames for 70% off shadow boxes. And then they have buy two, get one free yarn. And Crayola, buy one, get one 50% off. I like Crayola because I grew up with Crayola. And when my grandkids are here, I have some wonderful crayons that I got from Crayola. So I should tell you, this is tea, but it's called hot apple cider, and it's just wonderful. Anyways, so then that was two of them. Then I'm an affiliate with Lion Brand Yarn, and they have 60% off select yarn, and I can't even begin to mention what all they've got. They have got so much. Yeah. I should have a link on my show notes. I can check that out real fast, I think. Or maybe not. Sorry. I'm trying to do it on my computer. Oh, I forgot how to do it. See, I leave my show notes up all the time, and then when I need to edit them, it's not that big of a deal. Okay. Except figuring out, you know, computer stuff. You know. I gotta figure out where it's at. Logger. Sorry. I should have had this all figured out. I just wasn't thinking. Okay, let me go to, oh no, I don't want to edit it. I want to look at it. Yep, I have Dover also is a wonderful one that I'm affiliated with. I don't publicize them much, but yeah. Michaels, Lion Brand, and Knit Picks. I do have their crochet site up now. And then Knit Picks regular and Jimmy Bean Yarn. They're all on there. So that's good. Don't have to worry about that. But okay, so let's get back to the show. I don't check what my show notes look like published. I'm sorry, my father-in-law's going outside, so my puppy has to bark. And so it just dawned on me, did I? Then, so I mentioned Lion Brands and the Jimmy Beans yarn. I tell you, I've been using Jimmy Beans yarn. I comparison shop, especially if I'm buying yarn for a sweater, pattern fest, things like that. And I went to all 4 stores, too. And I'd worked with the yarn I'm using before, and I knew I liked it. So I bought yarn for both knitting projects that I'm working on right now. But right now, Jimmy Bean yarn has Madeline Tosh on sale and Delia Q. They have this beautiful, I can't think what they called it. But they have a black base with the bright neon colors through it, yarn. And they also have a bag and pom-poms and I want to say something else, but I can't remember. On sale there. I had to get myself off of there because I was going to buy something. Okay, so part of the reasons I have affiliates, or I am an affiliate, or whichever way it works, is so I can help pay for knit-along or craft-along prizes. I think my father-in-law's going out to the mailbox. He doesn't understand when the mail comes late, but on Black Friday, it always comes late. I don't know why, but it always does. Okay, so anyway, so I do the affiliate so that I can pay full prices for you lovely, wonderful, creative knitters. Oh my goodness. So, one a craft along that I roll over every 2 months is our finished object craft along. Now, it's not hard to enter it. I would love to see everybody enter it. More than once. Anyways, all you have to do is finish an object. It can be in any craft. I don't care. I don't know if I'm synced. I don't know. I think my words are faster than my mouth. I'm not sure. Anyways, I'm sorry about that. I'll try to get it fixed, but I got my camera back on my computer, and I'm happy with that. Anyways, so finish object craft along. You finish an object in any craft. I don't care. Make sure it's clean, though. I will not have anything obscene on there. Take a picture. Post it on Ravelry under the finished object craft along. And for October, November, and December 1st, I will try to lock it and do drawings, and I will try to put out a short podcast then. I won't have a lot to say, but I'll try to put something out. I say this because December 1st, I go in to see one of my orthopedic surgeon guys, one of the other men in my life. But my knees have been acting up. You guys do not remember this because I wasn't doing a podcast when this happened. But probably about 14 years ago, I had one knee replaced, and then a year later, I had the other one replaced. So, those were my first surgeries. I mean, other than things like tonsillectomy, things like that. But they're wearing out. And they are hurting. And the left one's been hurting since last spring. And I told my husband I was going to wait until the kitties left. Because we knew they were coming in August, so I was going to wait until the kitties came and left. And then I'll see about it. Well, they left. And I said, okay, I'm going to wait for some reason October. I don't know why October. Well, as the time goes on, my pain's getting worse. So, a week or so ago, I called them up, and they said they could get me in December 1st. So I was talking to my husband because now my other knee is saying, wait, I want in on this action. So just last night I was talking to my husband. I said, should I have him look at both of them? He suggested that, yes, I probably should. See, I went last year, or this year, without a surgery. That was my goal. I'm not through December yet, but I'm going to be. And when I'm through December, then I can see about it. And hopefully, surgery won't have to go after the new year, because we'll be better set then. Anyways, I don't know how I got off of that tangent. I'm sorry. Oh, the locking of the thread. So if I don't do it the first, I will get it done on the second, I promise. Okay, and whenever I do it, I will try to send out a little podcast. Okay, so I have another craft along. I do this one annually, and it's the one that brings a smile to my face. I love knitting for others. I haven't made chemo caps for kids lately because I have some I have to mail off. But I always make soup kitchen socks for anybody who goes to the soup kitchen here in town. I just want to make sure they have warm feet. I have arthritis in my feet. Yes, I have arthritis all through my body. But if my feet get cold, oh man, Mom is not happy if her feet are cold, or if they're hurting especially bad. And being cold makes them hurt especially bad. But anyway, so I like to craft for others. So I do a giveaway, and it goes from November 1st, I had to think, through December 31st, and I try to close it January 1st. I really have no reason why I can't on January 1st. We don't go out and party. We celebrate it on Scottish time. So New Year's Eve is over at 7 o'clock our time. We have our bubbly grape juice, and we click glasses, and we sing Auld Lang Syne, and we go to bed. Probably not that soon, but soon after. Anyways, so the crafting for others. Yeah, I haven't talked to anybody for so long. So you guys hear it all. So the crafting for others, you make something that you are going to give away, either as a present or to a charity or just to a loved one or whatever. Finish it, take a picture of it, and post it under that thread. Now, for both the finished object and the crafting for others, if there is a pattern name, please include it, because there's people like me who then go in and put it in her queue that I probably will not finish before I die. But she who dies with the most unworked patterns wins. I think that's my motto. Anyways, so if you do all that, then January 1st, I will lock it, and I'll try to put out a little podcast just announcing the winner. I might make that my entire podcast, might add more to my podcast, but I will try to do that. Anyways, and the winners of either the finished object or the craft along have a choice between a $10 Knitpicks gift card, or a $10 Michael's gift card, or a $10 Jimmy Bean's gift card, or a $10 Lions Brands gift card, or any pattern that is giftable up to $10. Just one pattern. Then in addition to that, you've heard, some of you have heard me talk about Mila. Mila's a sweetheart. I can't say enough about Mila. She is a sweetheart. And she is originally from Ukraine. So to help, and she has been donating the money she makes from her patterns to the cause in Ukraine. And she's had some other personal things going on in her life too, which I'm sure she wouldn't mind if you prayed for her. I'm not going to go into details because I don't have permission for that. But anyway, so as long as the Ukraine war is going on, every craft along winner gets one Mila's Knitting Corner pattern. And she has some beauties. I have a wonderful, I have a few wonderful shawls I've made for her. I have a cowl I wear all the time too, but I don't know if that was from her or somebody else. But made a baby blanket. I've got more to make. I can't wait. I'm sure you're going to see pictures before this of my little Elsie, and there'll be pictures of my sweet Genevieve and my guy Tobias. Oh, I love those kids. They're all my grandkids. I'm not going to give last names, and I'm not going to say where they live because privacy. I'm grandma, and I can show their pictures, but I don't show mom and dad. I wish I could, because I have a wonderful family picture, but I don't show mom and dad unless in case of Tobias and Genevieve, if their mom gives me permission, then I do. But I know my son would rather, he wants privacy. I respect that. No problem. So I'm sure you're going to see that's the beginning of. They make me happy. So let's see. I've told you the prizes. Oh, and any gift cards you win, I would appreciate if you go to my show notes on Blogger. There is a link in the show notes. I try to put it in YouTube and WordPress too. Doesn't always come out. There is one down there at the bottom of the craft along. If you can just copy and paste it, that'll take you to my blog, and then you can click on the link. Well, you can't click on the link. I can't get my links to click. So you have to copy and paste the link there. And then it takes you to their site. It may look a little different than what you're used to, but it will take you to their site. That way I can save a couple pennies that I put towards gift cards for you. Sorry, I'm in a good mood. What can I say? Now I should warn you that after the crafting for other is over, be prepared to try a new stitch or a new technique. Because our next 2 months, that's what our craft along is going to be. Try, and it can be any craft. I mean, every craft has their own technique. So try a new one. See how it goes. If it doesn't go well, that's okay. Still post it. You're still in for the drawing. Okay? And I also believe that you can poly dip. What that means is if you finish an object in crafting, or let's say you finish an object for the finished object, but you're going to give it away. Well, then post it in both. Might as well. You may not win in one, because I use random number generator. It chooses my winners, not me. So, nobody can get mad at me that way. Okay, time to show you what I've been working on. I know it's been 2 weeks since my last podcast. I apologize. I happened to open up my computer today, turn the camera on, and it's working. So I thought, we're going to take advantage of this. I don't think my words in my mouth are synced, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. You don't have to look at me while I'm talking. I don't care. I just wanted to visit with you guys. I have missed, contacting with you guys or connecting with you guys. So, anyways, well, would you like to see what I've been working on? These are both for Jamie Hoffman Knitosophy. I have to say it, because if I don't say philosophy with it, I get it all messed up. Okay, if you remember, I was working on my milkweed sweater when I last talked with you. Look at that beauty. Now, I'm not done with it, no, but I'm closer. I only have some of the bottom and the sleeves to do. It may be done next time. Maybe I'll be wearing it next time. It is chilly in Ohio. Then, this is something I am knitting. Different size than what I wear. This is also by Jamie Hoffman. And this is Arcacia. I just want to show you some gorgeous color work. I'm on the solid color down there at the bottom, but look at that. I have never done anything quite like this before. This is for my daughter. So, I'm so excited. Both of those are by Jamie Hoffman. I love her designs. And when she had those two, I thought, oh, I can't choose one or the other. I'm going to have to make two, but just make one for me, one for Molly. And it worked out perfectly. And a couple days ago, I wasn't sure if I was going to get them done. Because when I'm done here, I'm bouncing and knitting. The nice thing is when I'm on the solid colors, I can bounce and knit. That's how, for those of you who don't know, with my arthritis in my feet, I get my 10,000 steps in by bouncing on, you can't see it, but my exercise ball. So, it works. It gets me my 10,000. Usually I try to do 15. Yeah. Now I should let you know, Dancing T-Rex sweater is on pause temporarily, and so is the unicorn sweater, but I'm coming back to those right as soon as I cast off these two. That's why I decided to work on those two. I've got soup kitchens that are on pause right now, and my temperature afghan, but like I told you when I started this, it may take me 5 years. I don't care, because, hey, and besides which, if he does decide to lay me up with knee surgery, because I know I will be in bed for a long time of the day. But that's okay. That's okay. If I have my knitting with me, if I could work on that afghan while I'm sleeping, or while I'm in the bed, and if I sleep with it, I'll just be nice and cozy warm. Because I think where we're going to put the bed it's close to this window that's over my shoulder. And the bad thing is it doesn't seal real well. But my husband did put plastic over the one that doesn't seem to be sealed, so we're hoping that works. Okay, so, you know, this is the day after Thanksgiving for us in America. And because of that, I want you to think. And I want you to share underneath the show notes what you have been thankful for this past year. I know there's been bad in our lives, but this is the time to think about what we're thankful for. Me, my grandkids got to come here, and they got to visit with me for a week with their mother, and I just loved it. They didn't have such a jolly time when they first came, because we had to go up to Chicago to get them. They weren't sure when we were going to get in. But, you know what? Doesn't matter. Because we got to spend a week with them, all three of them. Another thing I'm thankful for. That other little grandbaby and her twins. You know, you always suspect your kids are going to be great parents. But until you see them in action, you just don't know. And my son, his wife had a difficult delivery. And he just stepped right in there. And he took care of both of them. And when I see him holding that little girl and loving his mother, her mother, it brings a joy to my heart. So yeah. And last night around the table, I said, you know something else I'm thankful for? Joe and Geneva, who lived in this house before us. And when they passed, their sons, offered us such a great price that we were able to move in here. And I've told Randy, I feel like Joe and Geneva made this not just for themselves, but knowing that good friends were going to enjoy it afterwards. So yeah, I'm thankful for all of those things. Now, time for you to share. Somewhere under the show notes, whether it's on Blogger, WordPress, or, what's the other one? YouTube. I mean, you could put it on. I'm going to try to get this on Facebook. I'm not doing Twitter anymore. I'll try to get this on Facebook. I don't get to do Facebook very often anymore either, but I will for this. So, go ahead and put it there. And let me know what you have been thankful for this past year. And it doesn't just have to be one thing. I mean, even if you've had a rotten year last year, surely there's one thing good. I hope so. Anyway, I'm going to get ready to go. It's been 27 minutes. By the time to put the intro and the ending, if I can do it. Yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys have a super week. I hope all your craftiness is successful, and I hope you don't make any mistakes. But if you do, I hope they're little ones that are easy to fix. I love you all. Big hugs. Take care. God bless, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.